Would you sign your name to today and live it forever? Not a better version. Not the day you meant to have. This one. The hours you actually spent, the choices you actually made, returning to you in the same order, the same way for the rest of time. Every snooze. Every block you skipped. Every excuse you accepted from yourself, handed back to you again and again with no edit and no escape. There is a German philosopher who built this into a single, brutal thought. Imagine that everything you have ever done, and everything you did today, you will have to live once more, and innumerable times more, every pain and every small joy returning in the exact same sequence. Nothing left out, nothing changed. He asked one question about it. Would you crave that, or would it crush you? That is the reckoning tonight. Not how the day felt. Not whether it was busy. Whether you would sign your name to it and live it on a loop, forever. The day is closed. The evidence is in. So look at it honestly, because if you would not repeat it, you already know, somewhere under the noise, that something was wrong with how you spent it. Account for it the way a dead man would. There is an old line from the Hagakure, the code of the samurai, that says a man should treat each day as if it could be his last and walk into it already dead. Not as morbid theater. As clarity. The day you would actually have to repeat for eternity, and the day that could be your last, are measured by the same blade. Both strip the excuses off and ask what you really did with the hours. So measure. The deep work block you protected, or the one the day quietly ate while you told yourself you would start after one more thing. The hard conversation you finally had, or the one you avoided for the fourth time and called timing. The training you did when it was cold and late and your body argued, or the one you skipped because no one was watching and the couch was close. Then ask the question that cuts deepest of all. The Roman Stoic Epictetus took the nightly examination and sharpened it into one blade. In the old translation it reads, "What have I not done as to these things which I ought to have done? What did you leave undone that was yours to do?" That is the sin of the comfortable. Not the loud mistake, but the thing you simply never got to. The work that was yours, that no one else was going to do, that you let slide because the day was long and there was always tomorrow. The call you did not return. The plan you pushed to next week again. Each one small enough to forgive on its own. That is the trap. And a life you would never choose to repeat is built out of exactly these, one forgiven omission at a time, until the gap between who you are and who you meant to be is the size of every undone thing you let slide. Did you win today? You already know. You do not need to say it out loud, and you do not get to lie about it either, because the lie buys you nothing. It does not buy you rest. It only leaves the day's business unfinished. And unfinished business waits for you tomorrow, heavier every night you refuse to close it out. So here is the standard, set now, while the day is still honest in your mind and the excuses have nothing left to say. You are not trying to survive tomorrow. You are trying to build a day you would live again. That is a higher bar than getting through it, and it is the only bar that has ever mattered. A day worth repeating forever is not a perfect day. It is an honest one. A day where the hard thing got done first, where the standard held when it was inconvenient, where you closed the gap between who you are and who you meant to be by exactly one more undone thing made done. Picture it concretely. Tomorrow the alarm goes off and you rise before the city does. You give the first hour to the one thing that matters most, the thing you would normally avoid until the day gets loud enough to excuse you. You do it in the silence before anyone else is moving. Not because someone is watching, because you would have to live this day again, and you are finally choosing to make it one you could stand to repeat. The reckoning is closed. The sentences rest clean and deep, because the account is paid in full. And tomorrow the first hour comes again, the same way it always does, and this time you meet it awake. Tomorrow win before they wake.